Fit in 10 Nation, it is day 38 of the Fit in 10 Challenge. Day 38, and I think you guys probably got annihilated by the leg workout tonight. For those of you who weren't there, we did some tempo squats, which is just a way of doing squats, which makes it very hard because you basically squat under my command in terms of your basically there's a strict eye on your eccentrics, okay? Very slow eccentrics, one after another, no rest at the top. If you weren't there, ask somebody who was there, they'll tell you how it went, okay? So I'll do it again, and I told you guys the workouts will get harder, and tonight was it was one of those nights, right? Okay, reminder, scans are coming up on the 16th through the 19th of November, so just under 2 weeks from now. And another reminder to send me gratitude. You gotta send me 5 things you're thankful for. For the love of God, you can think of 5 things you are thankful for, okay? So send me your top 5 things you are thankful for, okay? Am I centered on this thing? It always drives me nuts when I'm not centered. I'm gonna go like this. How's that? Not bad. Almost there, I think. Maybe just a tad more. All right. Okay, questions here. All right, so one thing I want to touch upon is somebody had mentioned that they're within 5% of their macros, but then they had Halloween, and then they had a birthday dinner, and then they had their anniversary. And so what I want to say here is, so those may very well seem like legitimate and acceptable reasons to go off your macros, but what I want you to keep in mind is that when you go off your macros enough, then you're going to cause damage. So what's enough? You know what, honestly, depending on the person, but as a one-size-fits-all rule, once per week. So if you go off your macros 1 meal per week, it's probably not going to do too much, okay? If you do more than that, that's too much inconsistency. So I'm assuming this person went off 3 times. And also you want to look at the damage that you do. So, if you have a full-blown meal with a dessert, that's fine, you can do that, but that is 1 meal. That is a good meal. If you're doing that several times, that's too much. If you're just going off slightly, like, I don't know, you have like a regular meal that's within your macros, and then you have like 2 cookies or something, that's all you did for the week, it's not going to really do anything. But if you do that again and you do that again, that's enough to throw things off. Okay, so you've got to remember that. In your mind, you might think, well, listen, let's say you're eating 4 times a day, okay, and so over the course of a week, you're eating 28 times, and you think, well, I only had like 3 of those meals, so 25 of my meals were like right within my macros. And they're within your macros, by the way. You're not guessing that they're within your macros, right? Right? So you want to make sure that you're measuring everything out. Being off by those 3 meals is going to be enough to, cause some damage, okay? So just keep that in mind. You got to be as consistent as possible. Okay? Somebody asked me, is it possible to incorporate red wine into the diet? Okay. Alcohol's got to be the number one question I get, like the number one concern as well. It just baffles me. For those of you who don't know, I don't like the taste of alcohol. I don't like the taste of pop. I don't like the taste of alcohol. Any kind of alcohol, really, unless it's unless you make me like a nice pineapple juice with a little bit of vodka or something, then I could probably drink that. But anyways, I don't like the taste of alcohol as is. I don't like pop or anything like that. Never did. I think that's a blessing for me. But for those of you who like your alcohol, which is, I guess, pretty much all of you, yeah, you got to be really, really careful with this because, you know, it's more so what it does to your liver. Now, if in a week you have 1 glass per week, is it going to do anything? No, it's not. I mean, yeah, you'll count the total calories in there. It's a sugar alcohol, or most of it's sugar alcohol. There might be some regular sugar in there. I imagine there is, but I think most of it's probably sugar alcohol, which is different. I think it's 7 calories per gram. So that's going to be a little bit different calorically speaking. So you want to count that. But will 1 glass of red wine, you know, throw you off, especially if you're, you know, counting those calories or those macros? We basically count it as carbohydrate. The answer is no. Okay. No, you should be totally fine. But the question is it really just 1 glass? Because I know that there's a lot of people that they say 1 glass, and it's like 1 glass is actually 5, or well, maybe not 5, but like 4 glasses. Okay, so you got to be just honest with yourself. Okay, it's just like when people say, I went off my diet like once or twice, but really they went off their diet like 6 times. Okay, so you've got to be completely honest with yourself. If you're having truly one glass of wine, then yeah, it's not going to do anything. Okay, but like you got to set these hard limits. Okay, and you got to make note of everything. Don't go by memory, because memory will not serve you right. Okay, the more you go off track, the worse it's going to be for you. Okay. Like I said, once a week is fine. All right, enough of that. Message of the day goes with everything I just talked about. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. That's what it boils down to. You have to think about, you know, there's like, you know, you're making so many steps every week, right? Making so many steps. And then, you know, you want to make sure that you don't do very much to take steps backwards, right? But quite often what happens with people is they make some steps forward and they take some steps back, and what they might perceive as maybe, well, this is only going to cause me to take, you know, let's say you went 10 steps forward in the week and you perceived, you know, something to, you know, or a few things will only take you back a step or 2, but really it took you back like 8 steps, right? It's very easy to do damage, right? It's very easy because it's so easy to overindulge in alcohol and, you know, these foods that are engineered. Okay, let's face it, they are engineered to be addictive. So, you know, when you indulge in foods like that or alcohol, you know, you can expect to, you know, get sucked in and, you know, squashed for the week, so to speak. So you need to be careful, all right? Consistency, 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 submit, commit. Do what you got to do in this challenge, for the love of God. As always, positive energy, positive vibes. Give me some gratitude. I want 5 things. Send them to me. And believe in yourself, right? Believe in yourself. I'm out of here. I'm doing this video really late at night. What time is it? 10:30. Should get these videos done a little bit earlier. All right? Come to class this Wednesday. Martina's going to give you guys the workout, the upper body workout of your life. And then I'll be back on Friday, okay? We'll talk to you guys all soon. See ya.